I'm a West nigga till they put me in the grave. I don't give a love about what them niggas gotta say. I'm a West nigga till they put me in the grave. I don't care about what they say. Hey. Fuck with my hockey, I'ma fuck with my sister. Then I got a problem, I'm never gonna miss you. I got 100 hang. I got be on them corner posted with the realest. If it's the Sabbath, then we going fishing. I'm reeling them in, that's a God-given mission. I'm really on 10, but I'm stamped in the pistol. I get the order, be glad at this mission. Hebrew Academy graduate, nigga. Training, go through the baddest conditions. I don't fuck with none but the baddest of bitches. She righteous, submissive, she glad to be with me. And that ain't Putin like that, man. Let go make some business from scratch. She bitchin' the different breed of black men. We don't do the bad thing. I remember back when I was really trapped. Trying to get the racks in, selling dope to black men. But now I'm trying to make it straight. Like, don't forget about my face. We standing up straight, can't fold us. Too heavy, the world won't hold us. This was a rank, I told. Line up in ranks, we soldier. You can take that to the bank. We focus. How many times must we remind you? One body, one way, some breaks. All that week, all the thing that they stole from us, fuck the shit, we want all that. Them niggas snitching in their act like bitches. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They killing women and they fuck with sisters. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. Come on the commanding general, your honor, we unaffiliated with them. Like they tongue and they say they keep that shit up. 100, we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated. Cause we taking ground when we in your city. You better hide the women, have the liquor. Keep that bitch on me, please don't but the same. Don't be a fool and be another victim. Say you a goon, you just another Christian. How you my brother, you ain't in here with me. In the gutter, deep down in the trenches. We with them niggas locked up in the prison. Fucking Hispanic, Native American, Indian. We ain't just talking shit, but we living in it. We be everywhere, you can't. And we be first as hell, take a picture. And we special now with the scriptures. Play, we gon' script them, yeah, we some killers. These niggas trippin', they mind blown. Swear minute, forgive me if I'm wrong. I don't get it pause when niggas say that they be looking for niggas to slide on. The slide that I know about is when I send my the gun with the slide for real. I get the order, you know that my niggas, I'm fed up, I rep UBK. My niggas won't let up, got choppers, got 9s, AKs, but brothers, you say you don't like me, you say you won't fight with me and my nigga like bitch, whatever. You say you don't like me, you say you won't fight with me and my nigga like them niggas snitching and they act like bitches. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They killing women and they fuck with sisters. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. Come on the commanding general. Your honor, we unaffiliated with them. Like they tongue and they say they keep that shit 100, we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. Yeah. See, they always ask us like, why y'all don't fuck with such and such? Why y'all won't come together with such and such? I be like, we unaffiliated with them. Understand me, like. Niggas be out here on some weirdo shit. And to be honest, that's why we unaffiliated with them. Hey, that's why we unaffiliated with them. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, you know what it is. 140 for the rapper, busy man, shit, nigga. They turn their head over, nigga. I pray where Eve did to Adam, I just pray my love don't lie to me. Swing the iron like stamps and I can't let no holder lie to me. I don't feel these rappers, all they lies is hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Niggas think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying, this shit light work. Think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Suckle up and stay alert. Another cop can stretch the nigga. He ain't demon, this an exorcism. Watch I bless the nigga. Took that open blood, then you know I'm gonna get active with
picture. From the opposition, I see vision. Let me paint the picture. Rappers, can they spit and I ain't listening? Is in fact the if revenge was a woman, now I scope that bitch like Jackie. For time war, we gon' run the summer. It's gon' be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. As who run this shit, but that question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get them crackers, hell, should've never kidnapped my family. I can't be do that. Bet I be the last nigga standing. Do a life sentence for my niggas, pray you understand me. I might put a switch on this Glock and call it Young Pay. How you real trigger know them dots? You a bird feeder, claiming he a demon. What's a demon to a cold leader? What he saying something, I ain't hear. This shit light. It ain't on who got the gun, it's on who gon' up that fight first. I turn a bad situation to a game change. Bring soldiers from the dead, just raised up the chain. Six shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never fight the hand that feeds you, you'll never get that hand back. He bitch about 10%, I don't wanna hear none of that. He dropping sword, fuck him, just make sure you get that cover back. Look around, he ain't with us. Probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angels for your brothers. Everybody wanna be Richard Porter. God kill him like Alpo. Play if he want, it's laying in the trunk like Lee Malvo. A certified woman's ass nigga, I am not a toy. Hey, out with that hollow sign. Yeah, this the rim McCoy. Feel like Gullah Jack when I'm in Fayetteville, you feel your boy. Still up on my bread, still I think that's all that I do. The way I get it, boy, lost, they gon' start to call him Elroy. Fuck his game, pop out on them demons like I'm Hellboy. All jokes aside, you know how niggas be like, I'm this and that for life, this and that for life. I'm on West for life, nigga, this a blood oath. Hey, yo, Madara, here go a class for you, my nigga. 140 for the rebel. The world turned its back on me. I'm a cripple. We got soldiers, he got soldiers, but I got different ones. Ain't no way out, I tell you once. Don't pray for nothing, sin and curse. We can't forgive what's forbidden. Remain in them trenches. Trust in the Lord, but please forgive me for the times that I did. If rank is given, have your respect to your apprentice. Be about your business. This loyalty's a damn sentence. Look, trying to pick up with a blind foot. Hey, they said there'll be many mansions. I'm just grinding for my time share. Them devils ain't playing fair. They hunt you like Van Pelt. But ain't no getting out the game like Jumanji. You take that oath, it's a Dundee. They try to deal death to a priest. You won't make it out in one piece. So you can stand. Just make sure you got the heart. Say your name 3 times. It is death do us part. Look. So how you feel about this truth I done shown? This ain't the like you think, little nigga. I should want. Even your own people go disown. And the Lord said they hate you for my name. So you better keep it on. Ain't no more guessing. Ain't no more questions. Make sure my election till I'm tucked away like George Jetson. Murder for capital, now it's murder at the Capitol. The world in amazement, we like fuck 'em, raise it. I pity those watching life as it go by. Be giving mercy in this life, I don't know why. In pump smoke, never try to. The dead at home, my brother be the dead, that's all I don't. In the photo, salute my nigga. They like, how you stay focused? I told them I'm motivated cause of you, my nigga. Brotherhoods and weapons, still got weapons on the scene. Now I never do my niggas like Bishop did Raheem. Never mind in all beliefs, they under anesthesia. Shorty say she need me, said she wanna let that love go. Told I let that love grow. But if I bring you to my bed, that's a blood oath. So, how you feel about this truth I done shown? This ain't the life you think, little nigga. I should want. Even your own people go disown. And the Lord said they hate you for my name, so you better keep it on. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what this mean. When they try to count you out and hold you back, we apply more pressure. Yeah. Gang, gang, gang. They say blow. Why you rock with a PB so sour, man?
Seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. They play my niggas, lay you down, they all down the ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. Tell me we don't live in hell. My brother doing 55 in that cell. Nigga claiming he your round here spit shell. Same nigga you put on to hit the standing tail. How the fuck you turn your back on a nigga that love you? Treat your kids like my kids, treat you like a brother. I told my dog, let's leave the streets to serve the most high. He said, fuck that shit, he trying to sell another pie. His daddy killed him, put him in the trunk, set him on fire. His wife was pregnant, he ain't never get to see his child. Had me thinking to myself, what happened if I die? Look my babies in the eyes, I gotta stay alive. I put my ego on the shelf and my pride to the side. I'm with some niggas who gon' step and got God on their side. Got in the Isupk, they keep asking me why. As I do the work of the Lord, I gotta stay alive. Face the east, pray alive. I seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. They play my niggas, lay you down, they all down the ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive.
You ever pump a pack with a snake by your side? Yes, I see a man reach out to God before he died. Yes, I did. I know the Lord forgive us for these sins, but I'm starting to think the kingdom of heaven is for these kids. I told my daughter, there's one man in your bed, I won't stand for less. For my son, I hit your head on that fragile legs. I lost some niggas to that dope, I lost niggas to the feds. Remember Jono tried to stick me for that cheese on that bread, yeah, I was thugging with Lucky and that nigga left me for dead. Endured to the end cause I listened to what was said. Mother told me she loved me when she was sick up in the bed. I was running them streets but the truth made me a man. Shit I don't really speak cause she'll never understand. That's why I ain't even tell her about these voices in my head. I'm still trying to manage my anger like Uncle Craig.
I seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. They play my niggas, lay you down, they all down the ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. You boy, you know what time it is, nigga.
Better watch how you step in. Yeah. But that was my niggas. Yeah.
Got my nigga Ramon with me.
But that was my niggas, it'll be an honor.
You know what I'm saying?
Under commanding general, your honor. That for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Look, hey, straight off the top, I love all of my niggas. That shit ain't gon' stop till we on top and we ballin' my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit'll never change and it's the same
play with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home. That's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown. I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my hockin' gon' let him have it. Hey, think you the shit, this truth the shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it. Ain't got no manners. All them pussy niggas talkin' shit. Y'all know they can't stand us, but UPK, Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm reppin'. And my niggas solid number, real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start steppin'. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers, because I love them. I see them dapping and hug them. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapped in the gutter. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For I take your life, but let you take mine. That's when I realized the slaves killing slaves while the white man live to get old. We in them graves, shit got me feeling plain. I opened the Bible, went through them records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hated for our complexion. Still fighting to get accepted. We hear the truth and reject it, but love is getting corrected. And all my niggas correct me. The commandments, the foundation we erected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Hey, hey. Hey, hey.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, but he persistently missed packages. So he scheduled his
Okay, I've been in my Bible lately. You understand me? Like, shit crazy out here. World said fuck us, so we said fuck the world. You know, the world said fuck us, 24/13. So we said fuck the world. He that shit to the end. The world said fuck us, shall be saved. So we said fuck the world. Fuck the world. The world don't love us. No, so we said fuck the world. Look, I know your kinfolk gone, but hold on. I know them lights ain't on, but hold on. Look, even if you feel you got nothing to hold on, I got a message. God said, hold on to your sanity. I know you in a position that you ain't planned to be. With our lives, we're not addicted to gambling. You feel the pressure and the thoughts in your head are scrambling. You feel the storm getting closer. You feel like giving up before you even start, then it's over. You feeling like fuck it, you going through too much to be sober. Life is passing you by as you do this over and over, over and over, over and over, over and over. Time to make a change now. Instead of that, you fall a victim to the same now. Starting to find out that this life is not a game now. Back against the wall, couldn't run as the poor man screamed to the top of his lungs. World said fuck us, so we said fuck the world. The world said fuck us, so we said fuck the world. The world said fuck us, so we said fuck the world. The world don't love us, so we said fuck the world. For real, look. Cover your eyes, don't wanna see the blood on the leaves. Buy bodies of eyes innocently hanging from trees, floating in screens, blood in the water, blood on the altar. Still don't believe justice is coming. Heavenly Father, did not Christ say vengeance is mine? Don't even bother. When he return, it's gonna be slaughter. Ooh, I know you don't wanna face it, but what's real love sound like hatred. And you gotta be fucking crazy if you think they gonna get away with killing all them babies, feeding them to alligators. All the women that was raped, the transatlantic slave trade made us build a nation that we can't partake in. School to prison, pipeline, mass incarceration. All the lives that's been taken, hated to love it. You only talk about forgiveness cause we never get justice. I think you really reluctant. I remember hearing a hood nigga say all the shit he would have done if he was living during slavery. Look what's going on today, and you ain't doing a damn thing but putting shame on your ancestors' name. But who's to blame? All these drugs, pills, weed, beans, lean, and cocaine. I get the feeling that we living in a big dope game. The world said fuck us, so we said fuck the world. The world said fuck us, so we said fuck the world. The world said fuck us, so we said fuck the world. The world don't love us, so we said fuck the world.
Everybody listen up. Tickets are now on sale for Disney and Pixar's Elio.
Happening. Yes.
Make sure you see possible.
Honor.
The rhyme. No, you're not getting rhyme. This rhyme. We can't hear John.
Am I good? Oh, all right. Everybody clap it up. Shalom, Yahweh, Shemar, Shaka, the thumbs, all the brothers. Shalom, all the Shemar, Shaka, all the sisters. This is the Israelite School of Universal Project Mosai, one 25th Street, Hollywood, and New York. Today, we're going to talk about the relationship between the man and the woman. Really, the Black, Hispanic, and Native American man and woman. Because the relationship we have between each other today is absolutely terrible. You look in the world and you see the relationship we have today between each other, and a lot of us don't even want to choose our own people. We don't even want to choose our own kind because of how terrible it is. Instead of fixing the situation that we have between each other, we'd rather go out and be with other nations or with other people, because that's how terrible the relationship between us is. It's so terrible. We'd rather choose to be with someone else than to rather be with our own. That's how terrible it's gotten here in this society today. But I'm here to tell you, Black Hispanics and Americans, that it's better to choose your own people. Hey, y'all come sit down. Come sit down. It's better to choose your own people than to choose your other nations. And we're going to get into why it's better to choose your own people. We'll start with the article first before we get into the breakdown. Yeah, no, it's on the computer. Okay. On your phone, on the computer. You want to do it on the phone?
No, I got you. I'll go back there.
Because we really haven't informed those up there.
I got you. Good.
It should be like right there. You see it?
Georgia man who wrote that he'd rather sleep with a dog than a black woman is killed by his white girlfriend.
See, our people would rather sleep with a dog than rather sleep with their own people. And this brother right here told everybody, said it on the social media news, all that. He said that he would rather sleep with a dog than to sleep with his own sisters, with his own people. This is a black man that said he would rather sleep with a dog. And that's kind of nasty to me, but I don't know about y'all, but that's absolutely disgusting. Rather sleep with a dog than your own people. Like, that's how low we have gotten. That's how low we've not fallen. You would rather sleep with a dog than rather sleep with your own people, because you don't want to hear all the problems or have to face all the problems that go on in your communities or with your relationships or with your woman. You want to fix those problems. For black man, Hispanic man, Native American man, you should fight those problems and fix them. You should choose the black man, or it's like choose the black woman and choose the Hispanic woman and choose the Native American woman instead of choosing anybody else. That's what we should do, because this is what happens. This is the result of what happens when we decide to choose the other nations. That's what happens. You end up being unalived by them. And that's exactly what happened to this brother. He got unalived because he decided to choose an actual dog. Go ahead and read.
A Georgia grand jury declined to charge a white woman who fatally shot her black boyfriend. But black social media is not responding how one might expect it to in this situation. Hannah Cobb was arrested in February and charged with involuntary manslaughter after an incident in which she shot her boyfriend, Telvin Osborne, in the chest. According to police, the couple had allegedly been drinking when Cobb went to the master bedroom to check and clean her firearm and accidentally shot a fatal shot toward Osborne, as she said. Multiple reports later revealed the couple got into a heated argument after leaving the club.
Yeah, hold on. She lied and said that she was just cleaning her gun. What does it sound like? It sounds like what happened during what was that? Where the black woman, or no, it was the white woman who ended up crying out because she said a black man raped her. No, he looked at her, but no, she cried out and said that a black man raped her, and then they went and destroyed all the villages. They destroyed all the black villages, and then the truth came out where she actually she didn't get raped by a black man. She got raped by her own kind. But because of the lie that she told, ended up getting thousands or a lot of black people killed. That's what happens today. These white women will lie on black people or on black men, just like what's happening to Al Sharpton. He's getting lied on, and now he's losing a lot of money because of this white woman. This is why it's so important that you stay away from these white women. I'm telling you, you don't want to mess with these white women. Not mess with these white women. They will get you put in prison or get you shot dead. That's what will happen. So what happens if you mess with these white women?
Slack is there. I was about to say the latest one is Shannon Sharp.
Shannon Sharp. That's not it's Shannon Sharp. My bad. Not Al Sharpton. I said Al Sharpton. My bad. Shannon Sharp. That's what I'm talking about. Because he's dealing with this white woman, and oh my goodness, he's having to pay a lot of money over this white woman. Especially we don't mess with these people. Especially we don't mess with them because they're gonna end up getting us unalive or put in prison. That's what's gonna happen, and that's the result of it. That's what happened to this brother who got in a heated argument with this woman and got unalived. That's the result of it. That's why the Lord said to stay away from these people. Now, don't mess with them. Don't go out and marry these people because you're gonna end up being unalive. You can't trust them. You can't trust the old person anyways, and it's crazy that we choose them after everything they have done to us. After all the things that have been done to our people, it's crazy we choose these people. It's crazy we choose them after they murdered and they unalived our people. After they went out and lied on us. After they did all the things that they did against us, it's crazy we still choose them. After they oppressed us day and night. They still oppress us day and night to this day though. But go ahead.
The couple got into a heated argument after leaving the club, allegedly over Osborne's infidelity. The confrontation escalated ultimately ending in the shooting of Osborne.
And that's how it ends. It always ends with the black man being unalived. Black man, instead of choosing to go out and sleep with a white woman or sleep with an East Indian woman or any other nation of woman, choose your own people first. That's who you must choose first. Don't go out and choose these other nations. Because they ain't gonna treat you like a black woman or a Hispanic woman. They haven't been through the same problems that you go through. Instead, fight for your woman. Fight to fix the black woman. We know we have problems, and that's why we have the Isupk to fix these problems. We know that we have trauma. We know that we have all the trauma and the illnesses, and we have to come in here to fix those things. It's the only place to fix them. Everywhere else, nobody cares about us. Nobody cares about us at all. Is there any more on that article actually?
Concert.
Because I'll go.
Following the exoneration, the Burke County Sheriff's Office made a post on Facebook stating that violent protest regarding the decision would not be tolerated. But many in the black community are obviously saddened by the loss of one of its own. Some social media users have expressed mixed reactions since Osborne apparently routinely scolded black women on his social media profile. Ex-user at Black Data highlighted past posts on Osborne's account in which he praised white women and denounced black women, including stating that he would rather sleep with a dog than a black woman.
Mm.
This is a picture on his account. Lineage over melanin.
I see. Well, this is what happens when we choose white women. This is the result and the judgment we get for deciding to choose white women. You want to choose white women, and this is what the judgment for it. Because the Lord judges us for choosing these white women. The Lord judges us for choosing other nations than our own. But we're gonna get rid of the article. And ultimately, she ended up getting away free. She ended up getting out of prison free after the whole dispute, everything. She got free. And it's crazy because this is what happens. The black man gets unalived, and then the woman gets to go free. That's what happens. And that's why we must choose our own people. It happens to the best. It happens to all of our people. You got these white oppressors who will go and unalive our people, and then they'll get away scot-free. It's like what happened to the brother on the train. Ended up getting unalived, and then they came and gave this man recognition. It's insane, because this place is really racist against blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. But go ahead and give me 1 Peter 3:7. Well, actually, nah, hold on. Because thinking about this is something that even Christ would despise. Like, you going out and being with other women of another nation is something that Christ would dislike. Give me Mark chapter 7 and verse 26. If people really understood and knew Christ, would understand that he's not about going and joining the other nations. It's not about loving everybody. That he would very much disapprove of this situation right here.
This is the book of Mark, chapter 7, verse 26.
Oh, you gotta read on the mic. Did it die out?
Like what?
The mic.
Check.
Oh, it died.
No, it's not on. Yeah, it died. Once.
This is the book of Mark, chapter 7, verse 26. The woman was a Greek, a Syrophoenician by nation.
So this was a woman of another nation. Another nation. Keep on going.
And she besought him that he would cast forth the devil out of her daughter.
This is a woman of another nation that was coming to Christ and asking and pledging and begging for Christ to cast out this devil out of her daughter. She was asking for Christ to do a miracle to her daughter, to cast out this devil. Keep on going.
Verse 27. But Yahushua said unto her, let the children first be filled.
Hold on. He said, let the children first be filled. Like, you gotta understand and actually understand how Christ really was on the earth. A lot of people, they don't know how Christ truly was, but it's gonna show how Christ truly was and what he really thought about all the other nations. Keep on going.
For it is not meet to take the children's bread and cast it unto the dogs.
Oh my goodness, he said, it is not meet to take the children's bread and cast it unto dogs. He called this woman a dog. This woman that was from another nation, he called her a dog. And that's exactly what that white woman was. She was a dog. My brother said he would rather sleep with a dog. That's exactly what he did. He slept with a dog. He slept with a dog, and look what happened. He got unalived by the dog, by this beast of the field. That's what happens when you choose to sleep with these beasts. Because that's what the oppressor is. That's what our oppressor is, a beast going about destroying everything in their path. Well, that's exactly what Christ thought about these other nations, is their dogs. He called this woman a dog. Keep on going.
Verse 28. And she answered and said unto him, yes, Lord, yet the dogs under the table eat of the children's crumbs.
And she said, yes, I understand that I'm a dog, but at least we get like a few crumbs. At least we might get a few things, but I mean, because she understood her place and where she's supposed to be, she understood that she was below them, below blacks, Hispanics, and Americans. Keep on going.
Verse 29. And he said unto her, for this saying,
right, for this saying right here, because she understood her place in the society. She understood her position. Keep on going.
the devil is gone out of thy daughter.
Because she understood who she was and where her position was, Christ took the devil. He gave her a crumb. But he didn't give her the kingdom of heaven. He didn't give her all the glory and all the promises. That didn't go to her. But he gave her a crumb. And it's the same thing with what we give our oppressors today. You know, it's crazy because, you know, he showed me something that he was counseling white people. That, like, we're really going to be the better people on the face of the earth. And it showed me that it showed me that when he said this, that he was counseling this white woman, and it made her day, and it made her life better, and she agreed with the counsel, and it helped her throughout her path. And it really made me think, like, we're not just going to be counseling our own people. We're going to be counseling all these other nations, really making this place a better place. Because blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are all better people than all the other nations. We're not going to be out here going around and throwing these people away. We're not going to be going around here and treating these people like how they treated us. But when they come into the justice system, they're actually going to be able to get justice. It's not going to be like how it is here in America, where an oppressor actually did something bad, but doesn't actually get the payment for it. He doesn't get the judgment for it. He gets to go freely while you actually get put in prison, while you get no justice. It's not going to be like that. It's not going to be like that. It's going to be just in the Lord's eyes, where actual heathens will be able to come in and get justice. That's what makes us better than the oppressor. It makes us better because we're not going to have respect of persons. We're going to have that. But is there any more on that?
Concert. Verse 30, and when she was come to her house, she found the devil gone out, and her daughter laid upon the bed.
Oh, no, we can go over to that. Okay, now, give me 1 Peter chapter 3 and verse 7.
This is the book of 1 Peter, chapter 3, verse 7. Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge.
It says, likewise, ye husbands, dwell with, who is he talking to? This is talking to Black, Hispanics, and Native American men on how to treat your wife. This is how you should dwell with your wife on the earth. It says what?
Giving honor unto the wife.
No,
Oh,
sorry
sorry.
from the top of you.
Start from the top.
Okay.
1 Peter chapter 3, verse 7. Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge.
You have to dwell with your wives according to knowledge. This is a marriage blueprint right here. You have to dwell with your woman according to knowledge. And here in America, we don't dwell with our woman according to knowledge. How do we dwell with our women today? Anybody? How do we dwell with our woman?
So like you said for me.
Good.
How we dwell with our women today
Mhm.
is a lot of us are raised in single parent households, so we're used to seeing our mothers go off emotion. So we go off emotion. And that's how we deal with our women.
Exactly how we do it. We dwell with our women with emotions. We dwell our women with emotions. And it's instead of fixing our women, we end up destroying them even further. We end up or just leaving them altogether. Just like that brother did. Ended up leaving the woman and going off and again with another nation. But this is where it comes to be very important that we fix our nation and fix our women. That we stay with our women and we dwell with them according to knowledge. How do you dwell with them according to knowledge?
So like you said, according to the law, statutes, commandments.
Right.
But so like you said, if I may add on to this, a lot of times, you know, we go off emotions, right?
Mhm.
We're used to, we're used to seeing our mothers go off emotions when they get mad and stuff like that. And since we're men, we have a lot more aggression. So we don't go according to knowledge, and a lot of times, it's hard to say this, but a lot of times us men, we tend to go off the rails and tear stuff up around the house. You know what I mean?
Mhm. We learn from our mothers, and then
Right.
we go out and we'll take that anger or that aggression and we'll turn it into straight emotion, and we'll
Right.
go out and we'll unalive our brothers with the pistol or a gun.
Right.
That's what ends up happening because we look at our mother and how she deals with things, and she deals with things very emotionally. Because women are very emotional creatures.
Right.
I mean, that's no given. The Lord made them to be that way.
Right.
He made them to have to be knowledgeable like men like that.
Right.
To be able to hold their emotions like that. But He did make them to be unstable creatures.
Right.
Their emotions.
It's like I said, that's why domestic violence is so prominent in our community. You know what I mean? Because the woman will start going off on a tangent and then strike a nerve in the man ends up, either assaulting his significant other or starts, rampaging through the house, and now the cops got to get involved.
Exactly. Correct. And this is why it's so important that we have men that are raised up according to the Bible, men that are men in the household, men and women in the household. Because if you have just the woman, it's not going to go so well because your children are going to look at the woman and see all the emotional things and learn how to deal with things. It's not going to go so well,
Right?
Because they're going to end up learning how to take care of things emotionally. Like women don't go out fishing. Women don't go out doing all the hard things that men do. Like we go out and we do the hard things.
Right.
The things that, like tilling or going and doing the crops and all that, or working. We go and we work.
Right.
But if a child doesn't have that father figure there to teach them that, how's it going to be taught to them? It's not. It's going to see how the mother operates and how the mother deals with things. Because usually, how it would usually go was that back in the day, that the kids would be with the mother, and until they was of age, or when they got of age, they would go with the men. They'd be sent off to the men to go and now learn how to be men, how to go and work as men. That's what would happen. But if that man's not there, then they're just learning from their mother the whole time for their whole entire life, and they're learning how to do everything emotionally. And that's how you have a lot of Black, Hispanic, and Native American men we're out here dealing with these emotions. That's why we can't even really have a conversation with each other nowadays. Instead of having an actual conversation, we end up going and unaliving each other right off the bat. We'll shoot. We'd rather shoot each other than have a conversation. I mean, I know how back in the day it used to be where brothers would actually just fight it out. They would fight it out, but that's not how it happens anymore. To this day, it don't happen like that. Instead of even just fighting it out, they'll go and unalive each other with a gun. They'll take it all the way to the top. Oh, he gotta go. This brother gotta go. This N-word gotta go. And they take him out. They take him out because they're dealing with it emotionally. And an emotional man is a very dangerous man because you don't know what he's gonna do. You don't know what he's gonna do. He's not stable in any of his ways at all. He's willing to do anything. He'll go anyway and ration out anyway. He's unstable. But keep on read that scripture from the top again.
Slakia, what was that scripture?
It was 1 Peter chapter 3 and verse 7.
1 Peter chapter 3, verse 7. Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge.
Dwell with them according to knowledge. Hearing the truth, this is where you can learn how to be at peace with each other. I mean, we have to learn how to dwell with each other at peace. And a man and a woman, you have to learn how to dwell with each other with knowledge. So brothers, learn how to deal with your woman according to knowledge so that you can deal with each other peacefully. You're not always arguing in the house. That's why we need men in the household so they can teach their young ones how to deal and dwell with people according to knowledge. That's what we need. Start that from the top again.
Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife, as unto the weaker vessel.
Man, you have to dwell with your wife. This is really talking to the men. We're talking to the men right now because we are the ones who have to dwell with these women with knowledge. We have to dwell with them with knowledge and with understanding. Because women, like I said, are emotional creatures. And you have to know how to deal with these women. You have to know how to deal with them. You can't deal with them based on emotions. You can't just go out screaming because she's screaming. It's not going to end up working. It's going to end up just causing more destruction. You have to dwell with them according to knowledge, correcting them with knowledge and understanding. But you can't dwell with them how the world tells you to dwell with them. Here in America, the world tells you to dwell with them according to your emotions. Like, you have to dwell with them according to your emotions, and it ends up causing us to always break it. I mean, that's why you don't see a long relationship between the Black, Hispanic, and Native American men and women. A lot of us, you'll see, end up breaking off and going and sleeping with 30 different men. A lot of these women will go off and sleep with 30 different men. It's more than that nowadays. I can't even count. Like, they gets up there. It gets real high up there because they just sleeping around, and it's absolutely terrible. Where we going with them?
Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor to the wife as the weaker vessel, and as being heirs together of the grace of life.
You have to dwell with them according to knowledge. And read that part again, right under it.
And as being heirs.
Oh, no, not that part, the right above it.
Giving honor to the wife.
Giving honor unto the wife. To give honor unto her. How do you give honor unto the wife? Anybody? Oh, you need a mic. Call you need that mic.
According to you give honor to your wife by showing her correction and dealing with her as if she's the weaker vessel.
I mean, what is honor mean?
It's a good question.
Search it up. Search that up. What does honor mean?
Slovakia. The meaning of honor, respect, honor, homage, reverence. Respect and esteem shown to another.
Yeah.
Slovakia. Honor, a good name or public esteem, reputation. Showing of usual merited respect, recognition. Privilege.
That's the only definition on there?
That's off the Webster.
Well, honor is the definition of recognition or praise.
Right.
And you're giving a woman praise that she's due. And you're giving her the praise that she's worthy of. When a woman goes out and she is right and does things correctly, give her praise for those things.
Right.
You have to reward the woman for doing things that are right. Like you said, you have to deal with her like she's the weaker vessel. Like a child. When a child does good, what do? You give them praise. You give them you give them
It's like if I may, upliftment.
upliftment. You give them encouragement, just like we did the sister last weekend or this weekend. Last weekend when she graduated.
All right.
We're giving her upliftment because she's graduated and going to college, to a big college. She made it a big achievement. So of course we do our whole party because we're giving her upliftment, and that's what you have to do to the woman also. Whenever she does something good, whenever she does something that is worthy of praise, you can't just how we're doing something and they just keep on going without giving her praise after she's done good things over and over and over. Then she's gonna think you don't care over time. But it's very important to give a woman praise that she's worthy of. It matters. It matters more than men think it does. Like a lot of us don't understand that. We just be like, oh, he's working. Because that's how we are. We work and we work and we work. And sometimes we don't receive praise. We just keep on working and keep on working and keep on working and keep on working. But women are different. They're the weaker vessel. You have to give them that praise that they are due. But really, to be honest, selfishness is really at the root of every terrible relationship. Every terrible relationship that you see going on is selfishness. Because what do they say in a relationship? What are some things they say in a relationship that ends up tearing that relationship apart? Anybody? Nothing? Oh, okay. Go ahead.
No, the biggest one, especially with is happy spouse, happy house.
Happy spouse, happy house. Oh my goodness. Happy wife, happy life is what they be saying.
Right.
And oh my goodness, we've been making that woman happy for centuries. That's all we've been trying to do. And look what happened. Now it is destroyed. It has actually destroyed us. I will destroy this because that's all we pay attention so much to the woman that we don't even pay attention to the Lord. That's how bad it's gone. But we really should pay attention to the Lord more than we pay attention to our woman. Because let this truth be your first wife. Let it be your first wife. But that is something that is a lot of people say is happy wife, happy life. Or some of these women will get to the point where they'll look at their life and be like, damn, my life isn't good in where it needs to change right now. And not understanding that it's good to go through the struggle because that's the growth of your relationship. To go through the struggle together. Every relationship it should have struggles. Not gonna be all happy and rainbows and everything, but once those rainbows end, all that happiness goes out the door. They leave there. Oh, I'm not happy no more. I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm out of here. Peace. After they struggle with maybe some bills or something, they can't pay the bills. They're struggling. Oh, or the man will lose his job and then the woman will leave. But now I'm out. Out. That's not how it's supposed to be. I mean, struggling is part of it. It's part of the relationship. Because how can you be in a relationship and not struggle together? You've got to go through thick and thin with each other. And if you can't do that, then you really wasn't really with that relationship from the beginning. Go ahead.
Concert. Yeah, because you got to remember, we're both in captivity right now. So we're going to both go up and down with the job, with the stress, all of that.
God, that's absolutely true. We're definitely both in captivity, and man, we're both going through the same thing, so we have to be mindful of each other. We have to realize that we're all going through the same thing together. But it's not just us. Because when you start to think it's just me, like, oh man, all my struggles, that's when you start to be selfish.
Right.
You start to be real selfish. Like, you're not thinking about all the things that everybody else is going through. It starts to be real selfish. And that's usually how the woman ends up thinking, because she's like, oh, nah, I need to be happy. I can't be in this situation. And then she'll leave. She'll leave and dip out. And that's not how it's supposed to be. She even say her kids are dragging her life down. That's how bad it's gotten. They're like, oh, my kids are keeping me from being happy. And then she'll go and leave and go be with somebody else as her kids are just starving and hungry at home. I see that a lot, where these women will be out here taking and being on Instagram but not feeding them kids. Like, why don't we go and feed them kids instead of being on Instagram or going out and partying all the time? Like, once you get with that man, you sleep with that man, you are a family. Your job is to be a mother at that point. Not you have children, you're supposed to take care of them children, not go out and happy party time. No. That life you once knew is gone once you decided to live with that man. Go ahead and read that from the top.
1 Peter chapter 3, verse 7. Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge.
Yeah, we have to dwell with these women according to knowledge. That's why we're going to have to dwell with these women. Very important that we dwell with these women according to knowledge. Good. Oh, good.
Concert, if I can. That's why it's so important that we see here in Isupk the not successful marriage, the happy marriages, so that because on TV you don't see that, on music you don't see that.
No.
It's always portrayed as a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
And until you come in here and then you can see how happy it is to be in a marriage.
I mean, yeah, that is true. That's true. I mean, you cannot have a relationship. How can you have a relationship if you're only one-sided? If you're cared about that one person is all about them. How can you really truly have a relationship? You can't.
Right.
If you're all about yourself, you really can't have a relationship.
Right.
You can't have a relationship. It's not going to work. It's not going to work if you're just only caring about yourself. If you're just worried about yourself, you have to care for that person that you're in a relationship with too. It's very important. Like, you're trying to achieve a dual relationship, but you the wing. You got two wings, right? You the wing. You decide to stop flapping. The other wing trying to still flap. Now you're gonna flap sideways because you're not working together. You're gonna start flapping in a circle.
Right.
Well, it takes two. You both have to operate, and the Lord made it that way so that both of you operate together. So that it's not gonna work without each other. I mean, we can't work without each other. Black, Hispanic, and Native American men and women, we need each other. It's very important that we have each other. The man can't be without the woman, and the woman can't be without the man.
Right.
it's very important that we're both working together. But America has taught us to come up against each other. They say, oh, you ain't got to work. You ain't got to work on your marriage or work for each other. You ain't got to work together. This is really what happened. So instead of that black man being in the house, the woman was influenced to kick him out and just marry the government. That's what really happened. She is now married the government and now relies on the government. The government is her man because the government is the one that gives her money and take care of her kids, really. Do that man. That man, the government steals the money from the man and then goes and takes that money and takes care of the children. But yeah, here you go. I'll take care of your kids now. As long as you keep that other man out. That's how America is meant to be. All these women who are on child support, all these men who are on child support, that woman is married to the government. That woman is married to the government. That's really how it is. They get all the assistance from the government. They get all the money from the government. As long as they have that black man kicked out. As long as that Hispanic man and the Native American man kicked out of the house, they can get all the assistance they need. And that's not how it's supposed to be. Instead of depending on the government, depend on each other. Depend on each other. Depend on the black, Hispanic, and Native American men and women. You have to depend on them. Depend on each other. We're supposed to work as a team.
Right.
Here in America, we're not taught to work as a team. We're taught to work against each other. We're taught to work against each other. And here in Isupk, we're taught to work together. That's why these marriages work so well. Well, you rarely see marriages split up. You won't see it. You won't see it. Well, you won't ever really see it. But out in the world, you see marriages split up all the time. All the time. Every day you see a marriage split up and just be separated. Every day. Like Cap was saying, after that wedding over, it's all I'm getting a divorce. After that marriage party, it's a divorce party. That's what it's really for. It's for the fans. It's not because you really wanted to be in a marriage and you really cared about each other and loved each other and was really thinking about working hard together. Because you would have stayed in that relationship. You would have struggled. That's how you know they truly don't love you. Because if they did, they would have stayed. The real people who love you truly stayed through all the struggle and hard times. Right. But the people who leave and dip out, those are the people who truly don't love you. These women are cold-hearted nowadays. And I'm not gonna lie, these men too. These men be doing the same thing. They be dipping out. But go ahead and read that scripture one more time.
1 Peter chapter 3, verse 7. Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel.
You have to give honor unto her as if she is the weaker vessel. That's what you have to do. You have to treat her like she is the weaker vessel because she is. She's emotional and unstable sometimes. And you have to be the knowledge and the understanding one to be able to deal with her accordingly so that she don't go out doing nothing crazy. So that it is able to be a peaceful and beautiful relationship. That's how you have to treat these women. And the only place you can learn that is here in Isupk. You can't learn nowhere else. We have to dwell with each other according to knowledge. And it's not just it's how we treat each other too. Not just the women, but brothers. We have to dwell with each other according to knowledge. Is there any more on that?
Yes, sir.
You want more?
And as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers not be hindered.
That your prayers be not hindered. Exodus chapter 21 and verse 10. Because a lot of our brothers will get a woman and then they'll just straight up leave them.
Right.
Straight up and leave them. But we shouldn't even be leaving each other. When you get married or when you have sex with that woman, don't marry to that woman until death.
Right.
According to the Lord. You have to stay with that woman. That's what you have to do. If you have sex with another woman, you shouldn't leave her either. But a lot of us will just go and have sex with a woman, and then we'll leave that woman and go get it with another woman. And you shouldn't be leaving that woman at all. And that woman shouldn't be leaving a man. Go ahead.
This is Exodus 21, verse 10. If he take him another wife.
Hold on, because this is the Bible right here explaining what you should do if you get another woman. It explains what you should do. Whoever you.
If he take him another wife.
So it says if he take him another wife. Oh my goodness. A lot of people be like, what? If he take him another wife. What? He can have another wife? I won't freak out about this. But yes, the Lord he's the one who is okay with a man having another wife. He ordained it. Go ahead.
Her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall he not diminish.
But the Lord has stipulations on how you should go about this. I mean, it says, if he take him another wife, her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall not be diminished. And you shouldn't just throw her away. You shouldn't treat her differently than how you would treat the other wife. You shouldn't take away her food. Shouldn't take away her duty of marriage. You have to love them according to the Bible. It's still your sister. Once you get another wife, it doesn't mean you get to just stop seeing her, stop talking to her, and stop dealing with her. That's not how it works. You still have to deal with this woman according to knowledge and according to the Bible. Read it from top again.
If he take him another wife, her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall he not diminish.
Her duty of marriage shall he not diminish. You should take care of both these women. When you took on the responsibility of marrying them, you have to take on the responsibility of fixing them and taking care of them. If you go and you get a woman out in the world, you have to take that responsibility of fixing them. Instead of going out and choosing women that are of another nation, we should choose our own women. The women that we fight with every day. Decide to fight and fix that woman. Because, life is all about war. We'll go to war every day with that woman and fixing her and fixing her problems. That's how we have to deal with our women. We have to fix our relationship problems. We have to fix the problems we have with each other. We have to fix, we go on a war every day fixing every problem. You know how much we war every day. We go to war with our jobs. We go to war with our families. We go to war with everybody. Everybody. Our women, we have to go to war to fix our nation of people. But men, I'm really getting on the men because men, we have to hold ourselves to a higher standard. We have to hold ourselves to the higher standard because we're going to be the ones leading these women. We are the cause of these women to go out and whore themselves. Think about it. Do you think a woman would actually dress up the way she does if a man didn't want that? Like if men stopped wanting all the hoochie mama and the booty shorts and all that, you think women would dress in that anymore? If men really started wanting women that were dressed up in clothing all the way, were dressed up in dresses, this is, women would change in a heartbeat. They would, I'm putting on a dress because they don't like that. That's what we're raising here in Isupk. We're raising men who don't want that. They don't want women to go out and dress with booty shorts.
Right.
We're raising men who don't want that. We don't want them to go out and wear straight just bra or nothing. Like that reflects on your character, on who you truly are. And Black, Hispanic, and Native American women, that is absolutely shameful. It's shameful for us to go out and do those things. Shameful for us to go out and show their bodies to the world. It's shameful for our women to go out and show everything that they have that is supposed to be to that man. All those secret parts are supposed to be to that man and that man alone. But if you give it to the world, what's so special about it? What really does that woman have to offer if she's giving it to the world? If that's supposed to be the most precious thing she has to offer, what's so precious about it? If every man on the block can see it, if every man on the block has gone and stuck the carrot in the donut. Like, what's so special about it? There's nothing special about it all. And that's why we have to bring it back to being a value. Because right now, our women, they're taking the value away. The value that they're supposed to have, they're taking it away. And that's why we have to war with these women and choose our women to fix the problems. How are we going to fix the problems if we always choosing other nations? We just running away from the problem. We're not fixing the problem.
Right.
Our women are going to stay the same. How can they fix this problem if we just run away? We can't fix the problem. So choose the Black, Native American, and Hispanic woman. Choose them instead of choosing the nations. Choose the war and fight and fix these problems instead of choosing all the other nations. That's what we got to do. Go ahead and read on that one more time from the top.
And if he take him another wife, her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall he not diminish.
He shall not diminish any of her things. He shouldn't diminish her services. He doesn't diminish none of it. He shouldn't, you should treat that woman according to how the Lord wants you to treat her. Which is dealing with her according to knowledge.
Right.
Treating her like a sister.
Right.
Like you would treat any other sister, you would treat her the same. She's still your sister. You can't go out and treat her differently because you got another woman, which is what a lot of people will do. They'll get another woman and they're like,
I like this one better.
yeah, I like this one. Yeah, that's exactly that. I like this one better. Yeah, I'm gonna be over here 24/7. Yeah, I don't know you anymore. You can't do that. That's ungodly. It's ungodly for you to leave and just leave that woman behind.
So, brother.
It's very unbrotherly. Very unbrotherly. You have to treat that woman according to how the Lord wants you to treat her, which is not getting rid of any of her her marriage duties, nothing, none of it, none of her food. You have to treat her according. You still have to take care of her according to how the Lord wants you to take care of her. Read from the top here.
This is Exodus 21, verse 10. If he take him another wife, her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall he not diminish.
The duty of marriage shall be not diminished. That's what you shouldn't do. Keep on going on that.
Verse 11. And if he do not these three unto her, then she shall go out free without money.
Keep on going.
Verse 12. He that smiteth a man so that he die shall be surely be put to death.
Give me. Genesis chapter 3, verse 16.
Genesis chapter 3, verse 16. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be thy husband.
This is how the woman, this is how she should act. Her desire shall be unto her husband. Her desires should tend to her husband. Like whatever her husband is trying to accomplish, her desire shall be unto him. She should help him accomplish her goals. His goals. Like imagine brothers in the truth. The things that we're trying to do, we try to go out and we try to feed the people, and we try to save our people from all this destruction and everything that's going on. Well, what should the woman do? Anybody? Anybody? What should the woman do when we go out and we feed the people? Is she just there to do nothing? Just to sit there and look pretty? Or does she have a job too? Right?
Slack, yes, sir. The woman would prepare the meals.
She will prepare the meals because we're all trying to achieve a goal, and her desire is to be focused on her husband's, which is his goal is to feed the people. Well, he already has to go out and go out in the midst of the people and give his life up, because anything could happen during those times. When you go out and you feed the people, it can get dangerous, because anything can happen between our people. Anything can happen. But her job is to be a help, to be there and help the man to be able to accomplish this goal of going out and feeding the people, going out and helping the people, going out and building the community. That is her goal. Her desire shall be unto him, not unto herself. And a lot of women here in America, their desires are unto themselves, and they desire what they want to do, and their desires are none of importance to the Lord. Like none of importance. Like think about the things that women desire. What are some things that women desire? He might get it. Hold on. Go ahead.
He might get it.
They need love. Get taken care of.
That's what they need.
That's what they need. Not what do they desire?
What do they want?
Yeah.
Things that women want. Makeup.
They want celery.
Yeah.
And to go to places like.
You're not wrong. It's not wrong.
No, you ain't wrong. Yeah, jewelry.
Trips to Dubai.
Oh my goodness. Trip to Dubai is crazy. Trip to Dubai. Like, what is that going to do for the people? What is getting a jewelry going to do for the people? Those are privileges, things that come in time. Come with serving the Lord. Like you serve the Lord, you focus on the Lord, we'll get those things. But women, they just mostly focus on those things instead of serving the Lord. And it's like women will get, like I said, they're the weaker vessel and they'll get distracted easily. That's why you need that man to be able to keep them from getting distracted. Because what women desires is not to focus on having brothers toward one another. It's like woman desires is to be to herself, to focus on herself. That's why it's so important that man is leading her correctly, so that she can understand what's really important. Because because she'll get distracted and focus on the sparkly things, like Christmas lights. Christmas, we ain't supposed to be celebrating Christmas, but the woman, she because of all the love and because for the children, she'll go out and she'll celebrate it, because she gets beguiled by the sparkliness of how so well it's put together. Yeah, the sentimental things. Those things she'll get distracted behind, and those things have no importance. Right? Those things are no importance. When serving the Lord is very important. Being obedient is very important. Those are the most important things. And that's why, I mean, a lot of these relationships fail because a woman doesn't see eye to eye with that. She'll, yeah, I want to struggle. And she'll be gone. But even though she'll put herself through more struggle than when she leaves that man. It's crazy because they do that and then they end up never having a man to, when they're like in their 80s. They get up to the 80s and still be without a man. And it's important these sisters get a man at a young age, well, not at a young age, but at a younger age, like 20, 25 to 30. Because as soon as they start to get in the 50s to the 60s to 70s, oh man, this gets harder and harder and harder to find a man. It's very hard. And I remember seeing a video of a sister explaining that she struggles to find a man because the older she got, the older that men stopped complimenting and desiring her. Like here in America, a lot of these women, they get so hyped up by these men that are just lustful. Like imagine you get all these texts. Hey, baby girl, I want to take you out. Hey, baby girl, I want to take you here. Or hey, baby girl, I want to take you here. Like women get all that recognition and all that praise from these men that are just lustful. It happens today, and over time it stops. But they're not able to discern which one is correct. That's why it's so important for their fathers to choose the man. Because women, they'll just see these men and they'll choose the worst one. They'll choose the worst one. It's like them throwing their hand into the draw bucket like, yeah, you. Ain't just like the rest of them. Just there for lust. But these women have to be raised correctly. Be raised absolutely correctly, and you can't do that without a man being present. Like you can't do that without both parties of the family being there. Right. The man and the woman. That's why we need men and women in the household. And it doesn't work without each other. But what does that say again in scripture?
Genesis chapter 3, verse 15. No, 16, was it? Yeah. Unto the woman he says, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thou shalt desire be thy husband, and he shall rule over thee.
He shall rule over thee. No. He shall be the one that's at the bottom. Read it.
And thy shalt desire shall be thy husband, and he shall rule over thee.
Her desire shall be unto the husband, and he shall what? Like he should be led by the woman.
He shall rule.
It says he shall rule over thee. That man is supposed to lead that woman and rule over that woman. That's the relationship we have between each other. That man guiding that woman to be righteous. Because that woman leading the man, she gonna lead him off a cliff. That's what's gonna happen. She gonna lead him off a cliff, absolutely off a cliff. Making him to believe the wrong things. Like women and their priorities and the things that they want are absolutely selfish. Selfish. Because I mean, think about how women treat men today. They're very selfish with their own man. They're selfish with their man. They're like, nah, you can't go out with nobody. But then it's crazy because then they go out with everybody. They'll go and they'll sleep with every woman or every man on the block. And they're like, nah, you can't do that. Like, no. It's backwards. Absolutely backwards. Read that again.
And thy desire shall be thy husband, and he shall rule over thee.
He should be the one that's ruling over that woman. That's leading that woman to be righteous. How does the woman get into the kingdom of heaven? Does anybody know? How does that woman get into the kingdom of heaven? Well,
Following the same commandments. Following the commandments.
the commandments is the bare minimum. That's we've been supposed to be keeping the commandments.
Wait, so she can't get into the kingdom unless she's married, or like have a?
Well, her, nah, that's not. It's her way of getting into the kingdom of heaven is how she served that man. How she served that man and how she goes and treats that man. That's her way of getting to the kingdom of heaven. Because it's through that man. She gets in the kingdom of heaven through that man. Like how she listens to that, what she does for him. Like let's say we have something going on that's for the Lord. Because everything that man is doing is for the Lord.
Right.
Imagine him going out and creating an event like what we do every day. We'll go out and we'll create an event like going out and feeding the homeless. And now her job is to be there for that man to help him go through that. To actually help him with preparations and everything. But what if she says, no, I ain't doing that. Sit around, man, I ain't doing that. You ain't gonna help your man go out and help the people, go out and build the nation. Like, because the job that men are doing here in Isupk, they're going out and they're risking their lives and throwing their lives out there. It's just so they could, we're throwing our lives out there knowing that one day we might not come back.
Right.
We're throwing our lives out there for our people, for our nation. We are becoming the hedge. And we're going out there and becoming the hedge to stand there and suffer for our people. That's what we're doing, so that they can see a better life. And that woman, she's supposed to be there right with you, by your side, making it easier for you. When you come back, you ain't supposed to come back to some woman nagging and, oh, where you been, and what this and that, and then, like, imagine coming back to that. How would you feel if you came back after going out and saving lives? You gotta come back to, like, damn. Like, imagine coming back to that. That'd be terrible. It'd be terrible. It'd be a terrible thing. You'd be getting all worked up. No. I mean, that woman should have a meal ready for you when you come home. Hey, baby, I made you a meal after you done went and saved the earth. Went and did your hard work and put your life on the line. Like, that woman is there, supposed to be there for you. Supposed to be there being a humble and a loving woman. You don't see that nowadays. You see women just nag and nag and nag. I mean, after we get off of hard slavery, these women, you come home and these women are just nagging. Nagging and nagging. Nagging and nagging. And just putting stress on you. That is a terrible woman. That is a woman you do not want. A woman that gripes at you all day for even the littlest things? No. No, you want a woman that's understanding and that's willing to work with you. Willing to work with you and help you through your mission. Right? Like the scripture says, what does it say?
And thy desire shall be thy husband, and he shall rule over thee.
Yeah, her desire shall be unto her husband. Whatever her husband's into, she should be into. If her husband is going out and saving the people and about building the community, she should be about building that man up and making sure he has rest, making sure that he has peace, because she's supposed to be the peace when he comes home. That's what that woman's there for. She's supposed to be a helpmate. She's supposed to be there to help that brother reset. Because imagine going out and then doing all this hard work for the people and you have no place of rest. What would any man do?
Come, sir. I was going to say it shouldn't be war at home.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a war at home.
Now we should be able to drop our sword and armor, war garment, area at the door.
Exactly, and then be able to go and get some rest. But it's rest nowhere, because when we go out and we war everywhere else, We're going to leave war at that job. We're going to leave war at that second job. Then we're going to leave war coming home. It's no rest. It's no rest. When you get home, you're still warm. You're warm with the woman also. You're warm with the woman. You're like, got warm home too? There's no rest. So, I mean, of course, what would that man naturally do?
He's gonna be aggressive.
Exactly. He's gonna be real aggressive, or they're just leaving. Just leave. Oh man, I'm not here. I ain't staying here no more. I'm out. And that's exactly how a lot of men end up leaving. Because that woman just keeps on nagging and nagging. You get no rest at all whatsoever. It's putting that man through pain. It's putting that man through stress. But women, we have to have women that put our man through peace. And to be his rest at home. When he gets home, she should be the rest. She should be the reset button. Come home. Maybe I made you a plate. You gotta do, you can just go ahead and put your feet up and rest. I already made your plate. You go ahead and I'm gonna give you a massage soon. Be there giving you love and go ahead.
Concert. There's a stat that's saying that like during the 40s and 50s and 60s, the marriage among black people was the strongest, and that's even with Jim Crow, with lynchings and all the things we had to deal with then. Because when they came home, it was rest there.
Yeah, that is true. There was rest there because the woman was an influence at those times. In those times, the woman was not beguiled. And she was there taking care of that man and taking care of those children and being in the household and taking care of her family. She was really being the rest in those times, but now in the times already now, women ain't being the rest today. They being the swordsmen.
Right.
Yeah, they being dragons. They fighting back. They got a sword too, fighting back. You like, oh shoot, cover the dodge and weave out home. You ain't getting no rest. No rest nowhere. You fighting and dodging at work, and then you come home, you fight and dodging there too. You have to fight, dodge, and dodge bullets. Well, black man, Hispanic man, Native American man, we're gonna have to fight our woman so that she is corrected on how to be a woman. Because they have lost their way of how to be a woman, and our men have lost their way on how to be men.
Right.
We're gonna have to fight with each other to come back to these law, statutes, amendments, to come back to the knowledge of how we dealt with each other.
Right.
We've lost how to deal with each other. We've lost the brotherhood and the sisterhood between each other. Like, we've lost it. We completely lost it. And now instead of us having peaceful marriages and being peaceful between each other, there are always arguments, and then they always end with divorce, or they always end with destruction, or someone end up being unalived. They always end with that nowadays. But now we have to come back and learn the blueprint that the Lord gave us, because He gave us a blueprint on how to deal with each other, on how we should deal with each other, how we should love each other, how we should operate in the household.
Right.
It's the Lord showed us how to operate in the household. You know what? Give me the first. Give me First Corinthians 11:3. Because this is how it should be operated in the household. It shouldn't be operated just any kind of way.
1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3. What I would have you know, that the head of every man is Christ.
That the head of every man is Christ. Christ is the head of every man. He is the top of all the men. He's the one giving the orders to all the men. The men have someone that they have to follow and listen to. And that is Christ. Christ is the man to lead us. So if the men have someone that they have to listen to, who do you think the women have to listen to? Keep on going.
And the head of the woman is the man.
Oh, my goodness. The head of the woman is no. The head of the woman is herself.
Head of the woman is the man.
It says the head of the woman is the man. The man is the one that's supposed to be leading the woman, not the woman leading the man or the woman leading herself. No, because the woman leading herself, it causes her to go to destruction. I mean, like the scripture says, with overmuch liberty, she'll destroy herself. A woman who has too much liberty will destroy herself. I mean, look at what happened to the women out here today. They need someone to lead them. They can't even make a decision for themselves. Think about it, about the decisions these women make nowadays. And they come and ask you, hey, what we gonna eat? You like, choose something. But I don't know. You choose. That's exactly how they do. Because they don't know how to make, you have to make decisions for them. Because if not, they're gonna choose the most selfish way. They're gonna choose the most selfish way, then they're gonna get good at it. But now I want this. We don't do it this way. They start telling you what to do. Now we doing it this way. Nah, you have to lead that woman. Lead that woman so that she is going about righteously. Because she's automatic. She's the weaker vessel. She's gonna be beguiled easily. That's what happened to Adam and Eve. She got beguiled. And Adam was supposed to lead her. But what happened? What did Adam do?
Followed her.
He followed her. He followed her, and now we're here. We're here because we're here. Because Adam decided to follow her, to follow the woman after she went and followed the other nations. She followed the philosophy. She went and celebrated Christmas. She went and celebrated all the doctrines. Because that's what that's what she did. Right. She went and followed and took the fruit from the other trees, right, which is what she was not supposed to do. She took the philosophies and the understandings from the other nations, because that's what the trees were. And the other nations around about in the garden. So the Lord looks at you in a garden, and you see all the other nations as different trees, and you're the one tree that you're supposed to be with your own tree, family tree. But she decided to go off and learn from all the other trees, all the other family trees, and learn all the philosophies of their people. She decided to take on Christmas. She decided to take on Hinduism and all these other different religions, and covered herself with the different religions. That's what happened. Right. And Adam followed. He go, oh, you bring in Christmas? Oh, all right. And the Lord seen that, and it made him upset. That's what happened. That's what happened. Yep. And this is why you cannot follow after the woman. You have to, what does it say from the top again?
But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is God.
Look at that. It is an order structure in the household. That's how it should be. It's an order structure. I mean, it goes and it tells you the order of how the household should be, how your household should be ran. It tells you what you should do. It says you got Christ, who is the head of the man, who you should listen to. You should listen to Christ. Right. That is the man that blacks, Hispanic, and Native American men listen to. The hedge over the man. If we have a hedge, then the woman has a hedge. Someone that they have to listen to too. They don't get to just go and do their own thing. You think the woman is above the man? You think the woman is above Christ? I mean, even Christ has someone he has to report to and listen to. And who does it say? Keep on going, actually.
Verse 4. Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonor his head.
No, from the top again. I'm not sure. The other 1 Corinthians 11 and something?
No, Salakia. 1 Corinthians 11, verse 3. Yeah. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is God.
And the head of Christ is God. Even he has someone he has to take orders from. You think the woman is above Christ? No. One of the greatest men to ever walk the face of the earth? No. We all have someone that we have to report to, and this is how it should be run in the household. It should be the man, the woman, and then the children. The children should listen to the woman. And if the children get out of line, the woman has to take it up. Just like how we have to take it up. What happens when we have a situation that we can't handle? What do? We take it up. Take it up, because if we can't handle it, then well, maybe the man above us can handle it. Right? They definitely can handle it. So we take it up. And if that man can handle it, then he takes it up. it goes up and goes up and goes up.
Right.
And it keeps on going. And that's how the household should be ran. You know, Proverbs chapter 31, verse 10.
Proverbs 31, verse 10. Who can find a virtuous woman?
Who can find a virtuous woman? What does it mean to be a virtuous woman? Right?
Having a high moral standard.
Yeah.
Virtuous woman is a woman with many skills.
Yep. A woman with, absolutely. What does virtuous mean?
Virtuous. Let's look that up.
Sir. It's characterized by noble character, strength, and moral goodness.
Yep. Like I said, a woman with morals. A woman with good morals. Like a woman who doesn't go out and drinks and doesn't go out and show her body to the world. Who can find a woman that does that? Who can find a woman who actually listens to her man? Who can actually find a good woman according to the Bible? Because what does it say about a woman like that?
For her price is far above rubies.
Her price is far above rubies. A woman that respects her man, a woman that loves her man, a woman that actually cares for her man. It says her prices are far above rubies. It's hard to find those women. I mean, think about it. It's hard to find a ruby. Think about how rare it is to find a ruby. Like you can find diamonds all over the place, but rubies, you can't make those. You can't make those. You can't copy those, and it's hard to find them. They're very rare. But who can find a virtuous woman? Because her price is far above rubies. Keep on going.
Verse 11. The heart of her husband do safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil. Verse 12. She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life.
She will do him good and not evil. I mean, she will go out and when she goes out, she don't go out and just show her body to the world. Everybody's seeing her, and she's not going out and making him putting a bad name on their family, putting a bad name on him. She doesn't go out and make his name shameful, because a woman, when she is married to a man, she is not representing that man. Just like we represent the school.
Right.
If we go out and do something crazy, what do you think is going to get the blame? Do you think we're going to get the blame? No, the school is. It's going to be Isupk does something crazy.
Right.
Yeah, Isupk goes out and unalives somebody.
Right.
Isupk goes out and does this. It's the same thing with the woman. She represents that man. Like when she does something crazy, they don't be like, oh, well, the call's real. They're not going to say, what's her name? You're gonna be like, your call's real, or it's they don't Tatiana's real, or Swabia's real, did this. Like, nah. It represents your name. But when she goes out, she doesn't cause to any evil. She doesn't go out and put a bad rep on your name. She goes out and she is respectful. She goes out and she is modest. She puts on all the clothing. She is very respectful. She goes out and she has morals. She doesn't go out just doing anything or being beguiled easily. Keep on.
13. She seeketh wool and flax, and worketh willingly with her hands.
She is willing to work and do work with her hands. She goes and she works and puts her hands to where the money's at. To be able to come back and bring money to the family. But think about it, we're all completing this goal, right? And in the household, they're completing their goals to complete this big goals. Like we're all working towards this goal to help our people and to build a nation that is at the top. They're here to build a nation that's at the top. And oh my goodness, the things we fight over today is it's straight vanity. We fight over some things that don't even matter. And the only things that really matter is brotherhood and sisterhood, is each other.
Right.
We're fighting for goals to be able to fix that. And that's what we have to do. We have to have the resources to go out and help our people, to go out and give them food and show them that we're here for them. But if we're not working towards that, then how can we get those things? So she is willing to work and go and get those things to be able to help and help the people. It's like a woman that is willing to go out and help get the resources to be able to help the people. And we're all working and putting to, like, it's not just, we're all working to put towards it. Keep moving.
14. She is like the merchant ships. She bringeth her food from far.
Keep moving.
15. She rises also while it is yet night, and giveth meat to her household, and a portion to her maidens.
She rises. What did it say? She what?
She rises also while it is yet night.
She rises like early in the morning to do work to make sure that her husband lunch is fed.
My wife do that lunch shift.
Huh?
She makes lunch shift for
her. She like wakes up early in the morning to make lunch for her husband. And some women do this, but those are good women. Like women who really take care of their man and are out there and truly want to support her man so that he can really be out there to go and work and fight these battles out there. That's a good woman. That is a woman that truly cares for you and is willing to fight the battles with you. Not a woman that just doesn't care about you, that just sits there and doesn't help you at all. Like you come home and nothing's done, you come home and she's ready to argue with you. That's not a woman you want. You want a woman that is there to build with you and to get things done. And the thing is, it ain't a bad thing to help her. Like some brothers, they be like, I ain't helping her. She got to do everything. No, like sometimes it's good to do the dishes too. Like you're a team. You're helping each other. Like it's not one-sided. Like I said, if you're selfish, how's it going to work? Because some men do be selfish too. Like some men be like, you doing everything, doing all of it. You can't be like that. Can't be like that. We are a literal team, and we have to help each other. Have to help each other, be there for each other. She has to go to battle. She goes to battle too sometimes. She goes to battle when she goes to work too. And you have to be there to comfort her when she gets at home. You have to be there to comfort each other. You're both a resting place for each other.
Right.
That's what it is. It's a team effort, and you're working together. Brotherhood is. That's what the Isupk is. It's a comfort for Blacks, Hispanics, and Americans. Think about it. When you have a situation going on, who do you go to? You go to everybody in the world, or do you come here for comfort?
Come here.
This is a sanctuary for Blacks, Hispanics, and Americans.
Yeah.
Same thing as your home. Your home is supposed to be a sanctuary for both you and your partner.
Exactly. Like when you have a situation going on, right, and you're struggling with like a demon or something, who do you call? You call your brothers. Right. Because your brothers will be there to help you fight with you. They'll fight with you. Yep. They're gonna be there to fight with you and calm you down and be able to fight the battle with you. Because you're not alone in this. Right. And a lot of us, we've been taught that we're alone in this. Like the Hispanic women, they're taught that they're alone. The Black women, they're taught that they got to do it alone. And that's a lie. That's a lie from America. Our Native American women were taught to do it alone. They're taught to do it alone, and it's not supposed to be like that. We are supposed to work together, and all we need is each other. We don't need anything else. We don't need the oppressor. We don't need any of these other nations, but the other nations need you. I mean, imagine if America didn't have you. This place wouldn't be operating. Right. Just like King Pharaoh. Egypt operated perfectly because of you. Because of Blacks, Hispanics, and Americans. Imagine if we all left our jobs overnight. Let's put it with fall. Fall instantly. Well, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, because we stopped working on each other and we stopped operating how we're supposed to operate, we fell. And now look, now we're operating on America and giving America all our energy and time. And look, it builds up while we fall. Well, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, it's time for us to gain back with each other, choose each other. That's what we need to choose is each other and rebuild our marriages. Rebuild the black, Hispanic, and Native American households because our households have been destroyed forever. Well, not forever, but for so long. They've been destroyed for a long time because of the influence of our oppressors and all these other nations. Go to verse 17.
Proverbs 31, verse 17. She girded her loins with strength and strengthened her arms.
She goes to her loins and she works for her husband. She works for her just as much as he works for her. I mean, he works for, she works for him just as much as he works for her. We're both working towards a goal. And that's how it has to be. We have to work with each other.
Right.
Loving one another. Dealing with each other according to the Bible. That's how we have to deal with each other. We can't go out and harm each other. We have to deal with each other according to knowledge and according to what the Lord says. That's how we have to deal with each other. And that's by doing and following the order and the blueprint that the Lord gave. Right?
Sir. To go along with what you're saying, as far as being a team, now the husband might not be good at math, so she might do the books.
Exactly.
And his strength might be cooking. He might like to cook and do all the cooking.
Exactly.
So it's all what the team is and how to make the house function properly.
Exactly. That's true. Yeah, that is true. Because some brothers are not good with finances. And she may be good with finances, so that she takes care of all the finances. It's true. Some brothers is not good at, they're not good at certain things. They're just not good at it. And then some sisters are not good at some things, so the brother takes care of. Some sisters is really not good at cooking. Some sisters not. And maybe the brother's good at cooking, like you said, and he'll take care of the cooking. It's just how it is. I mean, but it's all a team effort because we're here to work for each other. We're here to build each other up and uplift each other. But right now we've been so focused on uplifting America, we have had no time to uplift each other. Now we've had no time to focus on our marriages. We've had no time to focus on each other and love each other. Actually, according to the Bible,
Right.
We've lost the way of how to love each other. That's why we have so much hatred toward one another. That the black man fighting against the black woman and the black woman fighting against the black man. It just trickles down. We have to relearn how to love each other. And you can only do that here at Isupk. How to truly love each other and how to truly operate. That's how you do it. I mean, ain't no other way. No other way. I mean, in America, you're not going to learn how to operate with each other because America don't know how you operate.
Right.
They don't know how to run your household and how it should be ran. But the Lord knows. The Lord knows how your household should be ran. He knows how it should be ran. But blacks, Hispanics, and Americans, this is why it's so important for us to choose each other instead of choosing everybody else. Instead of choosing every other nation, we have to fix our problems and fix the situations that we have. Fix the community. Don't choose America. Don't choose the white woman. Don't choose the East Indian woman. Don't choose them because oh my goodness, it's not going to work. Like the scripture says, don't give your children unto their sons and don't give your daughters don't give your daughters unto their sons and then don't give your sons unto their daughters. Leave them alone and deal with your people and your people only.
Right.
That's how the Lord wants it. But with that, this is the Israelite School of Universal Cutting outside of 1 West, 125th Street, Hollywood, and League, Johanna. That pass to Trooper Swati.
The ISUPK started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Ties, which is a commandment, Numbers 18 and 21, Malachi 3 and 8 through 10, means tenth in the Hebrew, Ma'ashur. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocation. Feast of First Fruits, Sunday, June 8th. Start before sundown. Leviticus 23 and 10 through 22. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boot, shirt, pant, headband, and scarf. And these are the ISUPK security announcements.
Oh, got a module? That's what it's saying. Oh, so you can see, we're gonna give one courtesy salute to the brothers, my division module Shabbat, module, Rock, Yao by Shimmy on Shah Barakatah. Y'all give him a towel. We're gonna turn the case to give a sister one courtesy salute. My division module Shabbat, module, Rock, Yao Shema Allah by Shimmy on Shah. Y'all give him a towel. Class dismissed.